Hello everyone, my name is MacLachlan. I'm the coordinator and speaking on behalf of the coordination team of SHAPES, which is myself, Michael Cook, and Niamh Redmond. SHAPES stands for Smart and Healthy Aging Through People Engaging in Supportive Systems, and it's a European project led by the All Institute, Assisting Living and Learning Institute at Maynooth University. The project is over 48 months. It has around 210 staff. It's across 36 different organizations, and we work across 14 European countries. So that will be engaging over 2,000 older people in 15 different pilot sites. From a management perspective, we have 10 different work packages, and it's funded to 21 million euro. So how did we build the network? Well, we used prior existing contacts that we had ourselves, and we also specifically hired a couple of very good consultants based in mainland Europe. And between ourselves, we had basically identified very good people who we felt we could trust, and we also got them to identify good people who they felt they could trust. In the innovation action, which is what SHAPES is, we are going to build, pilot and deploy a large-scale EU standardized open platform. And the aim of this platform is to facilitate long-term healthy and active aging and the maintenance of a high-quality standard of life for people in the community. So we look at digital technologies, the ecosystem to support that, the marketplace around it, and also policy and systems recommendations. The question, how interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary are we? Well, we didn't even start, if you like, from that perspective. We started with what was the ask, what's the task that we need to achieve, what are the competencies we need to deliver on that, and then backing into what sort of people are going to be most appropriate. And then we find there's certainly most of the, I'd say probably all the health disciplines, most of the social science, and most of the computer science and engineering disciplines. But we didn't start from a disciplinary perspective. We started, of course, by answering the call. So in terms of the SHAPES partners, we have here the in green where they're located, and then also the pilot sites in the sort of goldy color. So basically a good distribution around Europe. You can see on the pie chart quite a lot of small and medium enterprise, 40%, about a third universities, and then we have NGOs, public sector bodies, research training organizations, and large-scale industry. This was the, I guess, the overall structure for it, the way in which we help people to understand the connectivity between the different strands, and at each meeting we revisit this. What lessons have been learned? Have a clear concept and a clear graphic so that everyone in the consortium can come together and basically say this is what we're about. Large consortia need a very high level of communications, not just from the communicators ourselves, from the coordinators ourselves, but also from work package leads and indeed task leads. As well as that, important to implement streamlined project management and communication software where possible. We also think it's really important to monitor resource allocation on a quarterly basis. So as well as your general assemblies and your program management boards, etc., to really track what people are doing and what they're claiming for, because that's a good sign of whether they're keeping up, not just with deliverables, but with other aspects of the work that might not be deliverables per se. Any change to the project will have knock-on effects, because obviously there's a lot of integration in these sorts of projects, so to think through carefully any changes, and to, which I'm not at the moment, but to talk slowly, be kind and respectful to others, and to be decisive. So kind and respectful because, you know, people are obviously coming from very different countries, different cultures, different disciplines, different ways of thinking, and really important to be respectful, but to be very decisive. And, you know, I think we find that if people can trust the goodness of your intentions, then they're okay to disagree with you every now and again, if they're sure that you have the overall good of the consortium in mind. And then finally, as a coordinator, even though it can be tempting in your own sort of small area, don't be an expert. Try and maintain the role of being the coordinator. In other words, looking at the process and the management of the project, and trying to pull out other experts to make points around expertise where that's appropriate. I look forward to hearing the other presentations. On behalf of Shapes, thanks very much.